Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For any who don't know, my name is Meadow Marie and I'm an independent fantasy and romance author. My last video was an in-depth week in my life as I take on a new writing challenge, and that challenge is still going on. I am trying to write 50,000 words in only 28 days. I have, as of filming this, about 13 days left in that challenge, so I'm still going pretty strong. I will be posting the final video in that challenge in about 2 weeks from posting this, but I wanted to take a little break in between in order to introduce more of myself and my projects to this channel. So I have a few ongoing projects as of right now. My main project, which I am super stoked for, is what I've called Project Pirate for the time being. This is a sapphic Greek mythology inspired pirate story that follows a character named Ren, who is just taken on the mantle of captain, and she's trying to lift a siren curse off of her ship. It's got adventure, it's got found family, it's got lots of queer representation. It has been such a labor of love to write this story. I am so excited to get back into draft 3. Project Pirate is something that I came up with, I want to say about 2 to 3 years ago. When I thought of writing a pirate novel, I had come up with the idea, which I thought was so unique, so new, is having a half pirate, half siren. Little did I know that the fantasy duology, Daughter of the Pirate King, had already come out. I have since read both of those books and I adore them so much. So I have taken a different turn in my story, but still I think has the core of what my original idea was. So if you're a fan of that YA duology or of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, I think you're really gonna like this story. Another project that I'm working on right now, which is the one that I'm writing for my 50k word challenge, is what I've just been calling Project Artlit, art literature. It is a friends to lovers, fake dating, contemporary romance. It is my first time writing a full manuscript for a contemporary romance. I've written bits and pieces of romances like this before, but this is definitely the first time where I've committed to the story. It follows two friends who are roommates that start a fake dating scheme in order to get what they want out of it. For one character, it is to get inspiration for her romance novel that she's trying to write, and also to get the attention of the new cute barista at the cafe that she frequents. And for the other friend, it is to make her ex-fiance jealous, since she had just been recently left for another woman. I have a few other novels that I have either written, outlined, or had the vague concept for, that are the following sequels of my current books that I have published. So for those who don't know, I have published 2 books, King in the Clouds and Queen in the Shadows. It is a YA fantasy series. I self-published and indie published both of them, and as much as I want to continue and I have the material to continue this series, I don't have the means to do self-publishing anymore, so I am taking a pivot and focusing more on a new fantasy standalone, my Project Pirate, to try the traditional publishing process again. So in the meantime, these sequels that I have planned are gonna sit on the back burner. I don't know if they will ever come to be again. Maybe it's going to be something that I release as a little side project later on, but for now, they're kind of sitting to the side. However, I will pitch them to you because I do really love the concepts of them. So just to give you an idea of what this fantasy series is, there are 5 large kingdoms in this world that I've created, and each story, each book takes place within a different kingdom. The first took place in the kingdom of Tavia, the second took place in the kingdom of Puglia. The third book I have written for the kingdom of Milan, and this book is the one that I have written fully. I've gone through 3 drafts of. It is a sapphic romance, very much inspired by the movie She's the Man. And side note, I have since been told that She's the Man is inspired by Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. I didn't know this. I grew up with She's the Man, not with that Shakespeare play, so I'm going to continue to pitch it as She's the Man. Anyway, carry on. It is inspired by She's the Man. It is set in a completely snowy kingdom. It is sapphic, it is queer, it is just lovely. I have gotten some good feedback on that story, and I really want to show it to the world at one point, but for now it is to the side. So that is an unnamed project. The fourth book in that series I also I have outlined at the very least, and it's a very long outline. It is set in the kingdom of Ladian. The main character grew up secluded from society. He is a child that was born out of wedlock, and he is sent to the kingdom where his aunt and uncle are the rulers, and he is being taught how to live in society, in royal society. And that one is another queer, it has a queer romance subplot in there. It is very much a coming of age and finding your true self. That one I outlined last summer, I believe, and I would love to go back to that one at one point. I would love to go back to all these stories at one point that I have put to the side, but for now, that is what that one is. And then the final project that I have cooked up at the very least, this one isn't outlined or anything, it's the fifth book in this fantasy series. It takes place in the kingdom of Salatis, and it follows a queen who needs to find a successor for her throne for whenever she passes, and it is a guard to queen romance. That is one that I don't have any further thoughts on for the moment. I haven't sat down to try to outline this novel because for a while I knew that it was going to be something that was going to take a while to get to, considering it's the fifth in this series. But that's kind of what I got on it, that it would be a knight and queen romance. So those are all my projects, my novel projects, that is. I do a short story collection within that fantasy world that I've created that kind of checks up on different characters throughout the years that I have planned as well. But again, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with it. It might just be a fun writing project for myself. Maybe it'll be something that I end up putting out there just for my fans, for my readers, because I know there's a lot of people who really want to get to know and get to see where my characters are. Those are my projects that I have that are either ongoing or have been put to the side. I have plenty of other novel ideas, don't get me wrong, but I am not going to be touching them for a while because I really want to focus my attention on my Project Pirate. And then Project Artlit is also something that is kind of, that is now my secondary project when I am not actively working on Project Pirate. I just wanted to give you all an idea on what I've been working on over this last little while and what I'm excited about to continue. Please don't hesitate to subscribe and like this video. Comment down below what writing projects you're working on. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. I do really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys soon.